Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about is KDP or Kindle Direct Publishing. Is it worth it? Is it worth it in 2021? So I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes for those of you who are considering becoming a self-publisher or considering to publish content for sale on Amazon and many other platforms. If you don't know who I am, I'm a successful self-publisher for almost 4 years now. I do multiple six figures on Amazon.com. I want you to stick around. I'm going to show you if this business is truly good in 2021. All right, stick around. I'll see you on the inside. All right, guys, welcome back. I've been doing a number of presentations, and I usually start off the presentations asking if people have an Amazon account. And basically what I've realized is that I should be asking who doesn't have an Amazon account. So when you flip the question around, you start to see how powerful this question really is, and that we get to realize that not many don't have an Amazon account. So going back to the question, is KDP a good business for 2021? I'm going to cover some basic things you need to understand why this is the number one business to get into as a beginner. And if this is your first online business, this is a must. This is where you should start, and then you could branch off once you start having the cash cow that KDP can become for you. All right, let's get right into it. So let me tell you some of the things that I've learned over almost 4 years now, 3+ years. I'm coming into 4 years. Maybe next month is 4 years for me self-publishing. Some of the lessons that I learned is that in order to be successful online, your business has to be, you have to be on a global platform, right? If you're into affiliate marketing, if you have your own website, you start to realize that your platform, your website is not generating anything. Nobody knows where it is. Nobody can find it. You don't have any traffic. You don't have any branding. So it's like you got to the point where you got your own website, your own product, but it's not really a global platform because nobody really knows you're there. So one of the greatest things about Amazon is that it is a global platform. It's not only here in the US, it's international. It's a known brand. And I'm going to show you very shortly the statistics on what I'm talking about. The second thing that I've learned is that because a Kindle Direct Publishing is a digital product that you can sell on Amazon, as opposed to, let's say, if you were having products manufactured in China, and then you had to have that done, and then you had to import those products here, and then you would warehouse them in one of Amazon's warehouses. That in itself is the greatest advantage to KDP in 2021, where you don't have to have anything made and shipped overseas. We could, of course, create this digital product, but once we upload it to the Amazon and their family, then it's the simplest thing you could do to sell on Amazon. So the third and last thing is, like I mentioned in number one, besides it being a global brand, Amazon already has all the traffic that you would ever need as a seller. So for example, I'm going to show you here statistics. I'm going to show you here Amazon. I just looked this up a couple of days ago. Amazon on a monthly basis gets 2.44 billion hits per month. That is a huge number. It is ranked number one for e-commerce and shopping in the world. It is ranked number 4 in the US as a platform, as traffic, and it is ranked number 13th in the world. So is KDP a good business to be in? Yes, because you're going to place your product, your digital product in a platform like this where you don't have to worry about traffic, and people are going on to Amazon to buy. It's not like they're going on to, to read educational type stuff. They're going there to buy. So the hungry buyers are there. You just have to make sure that the stuff that you're selling, the digital products that you're selling, there's a demand for, and that's not really hard to figure out. I've based my whole business, I've grown my whole business on learning what people are wanting and then providing that in the largest platform in the world, which is Amazon. So that alone in itself should tell you that yes, KDP is going to continue the trend. As you can see this chart here, it's showing April 2020, May 2020, June, July, August, and September, all hovering at 2.44 billion visits per month. Now, what does that mean? You might say, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is if you had to count from 0 to 1 billion, not even 2.4 billion, it would take you, counting day and night, it would take you 30 years to count to 1 billion if you started right now. So imagine the amount of people that visit Amazon on a monthly and daily basis. Another great statistics that I came about as I was putting this together a while back is that, let me show you here. Here, Amazon sells about $10,000 per second. All right, another more evidence to show that there are buyers. People are there to buy, and that's what you want to do. You want to eliminate having to create funnels. You want to eliminate having to create a website, to create a sales page, a shopping cart, mastering the traffic part of it, or spending time on organic traffic or paid ads. No, the traffic is already there. So KDP will continue to be a very, very, very strong business into 2020. So let me show you the whole process here very quickly, the whole process as to why this still is going to be a great business in 2021. Let me show you here the business model for KDP. All right, so we specialize in digital assets. So this book right here is a perfect example of what a digital asset is. It is a book. It is a nonfiction book. In this particular case, we're looking at a nonfiction book that is on self-discipline. This is a heavy traffic keyword that you could publish a book on next week, and it's going to be profitable for you. So this is just one of the ways that I start looking and analyzing what's already selling on Amazon, so I could ask my writers or writing companies to write books for me. In explaining KDP Direct to you, this is a type of digital product that you would want to have done for you. So I'm giving you here a hot keyword that you can have written. So let me show you. Once you decide on a particular asset, digital asset, let's say this book on nonfiction, you go to a ghostwriting company. I'm going to show you several here. Here is eWriter Solution, the Urban Writers, Hot Ghostwriters. You can go out and hire writers specifically and negotiate with specific writers yourself, as opposed to going through one of these three companies that I've just shown you. You can go to guru.com or you can go to Upwork to hire your ghostwriter. So I've done in other videos over some of the ghostwriting companies. For the most part, I always use eWriter Solutions. But in this video, I'm going to show you going through one of these two websites down here, guru.com, if you just wanted to go on your own and hire a writer for yourself. My recommendation to you is that you start off with writing companies because they vet the writers already. But if you go into one of these companies, you're going to have to experiment. It might cost you money. You might run into some people that are not good writers or whatnot. But I would recommend that you start off with a writing company and then you evolve into working with specific writers to get better pricing. But I'm going to show you in this video. The other day, I posted on guru.com, I posted an ad, as you could see here, nonfiction writer, and within 20 hours, I got 20 quotes for a book that I was asking them to write for me. I was asking for a writer to write a 15,000 word book, a nonfiction book, just like, let's say, on self-discipline that I showed you above, and look at the results. We got 20 writers right away, and this is what these are two of the writers that wrote to me right away. This one up here, he has made on this site already 33,000 in commissions, ghostwriting, and he's offering to do the book for me for $150 in 7 days. Okay, sorry. The writer down here, she has made over 46,000 ghostwriting, and she offered to do the book for me for $170 in 7 days. Now, let's talk about these 2 points. Number one, imagine you having books written for $150, $170. The cost of entry for KDP is not high. A great business to be in 2021. All right. Now, the second part of this is having your cover done. I get most of my covers done in Fiverr. Here is one of the covers I had made last month. Well, now it's 2 months ago. September, I paid $10 plus the $2 fee that Fiverr charges, $12. So let's look at a book for $150 and another $12 for a cover. This is not going to break your bank. This is not going to break your pocket. You're going to have to invest something into a business, no matter what it is. But imagine the cost of entry for KDP. It's definitely a business that you want to be in. Imagine that you had to go to China and start negotiating with a manufacturing company to develop some type of product for you, and getting samples back to the US and going back and forth and ordering your first batch of whatever it is, waiting for it to be shipped here, spending thousands of dollars without making a sale or without guaranteeing of a sale. KDP is not like that. As you could see, I could have a book written in 7 days. Within 7 days, I could tell the writer, send me the first chapter, 2 chapters. Let me see what your writing is like if you've never worked with him before. And right away, you could see if you could cut the relationship, or you could say, okay, you're good, continue. You could see how much easier it is than getting into other types of businesses for 2021. Let me show you something else. So the process is very simple. You order your book, you order your cover. Once you have it, you could upload the ebook within 24 hours to Amazon. It's live in 24 hours. Your product is available for sale. It's going to be available for sale in all of these platforms here. Of course, audible.com, you're going to have the book produced as an audiobook, but this is an Amazon company, and eventually you'll get it there. Your print book is going to be available within 48 hours, and it's not going to cost you any more to have the print done, just a cover, maybe another $10, $15 for the print cover. The audiobook could be ready in about 10 days, depending on the review process of ACX. But overall, this is a very simple process. The low cost of entry into KDP Direct is very low compared to other types of business. You don't have to deal with websites. You don't have to deal with creating funnels. You don't have to deal with creating ads on Facebook to drive traffic. Everything's already there, and Amazon is going to take care of all of this for you on the back end. So KDP is going to continue to be a great business for 2021. Again, these are some of the places that my books sell: Apple, Google Books, Ingram Spark, audible.com, and of course throughout the world on Amazon's platforms. Let me show you some of my sales this year. Over 150 on print books. I've sold over 16,000, over 16,000 ebooks. On Ingram Spark, one of my months here, over 881 print books, gross 6,500. Of course, they take their fees for the printing on demand, but netted 4,000 there. This year so far, as of October, I've sold over 106,000 books. That's over $1 million in sales on Audible. Almost half of that in my pocket. Some of my audio sales this year in June: 13,000, 22,900, 26,500 just on audible.com. So guys, the trend for KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, is going to be very strong for 2021 because the low cost of entry into this business with what you're getting the Amazon brand. You have to remember, number one, Amazon started as a book publishing company, right? And they have facilitated for you the same thing that they are facilitating for FBA, which means the delivery is top notch, right? Your books, they can be downloaded into iPhones, iPads, computers. Your audio books could be downloaded onto your phones. The print on demand, somebody buys a book in Spain, the book gets printed in Spain and it gets delivered right to their doorstep. the currency is converted to the US dollar and you get paid in US dollars. I mean, they handle all of this for you. So it's not going to be different. The trend continues to be the same. Amazon is going to continue to outsell all physical stores, all physical brands that do not apply the online business model of today. So guys, I hope you got to see an overview of the KDP for 2021 and what it entails to have this business model work for you. If you want some more information, if you want some more training, go ahead, look at the link below this video. There should be links to free training, or if you're interested in a course, I offer a course on self-publishing and turning this into a good passive income stream for you. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.